Yeah, I've studied a lot, at least 100 doctors, and regularly for 30 years, and everyone's got a different approach. Um, some people says, I guess I'll say smaller doctors, where you've seen them on TV, and they're good doctors. The magic bullet. I remember Dr. Daniel Amen, and he's way beyond this, but you know, 15, 10 years ago or so, PBS, he was talking about D3, and I think he said he took 5,000 IU a day. And amazing effects it has on so many things. It's really a super nutrient. And there were other doctors who thought that, um, oh, Dr. Nicholas Perricone. Now he's far beyond the surface about looking good at any age. I think he knows he probably knows as much or more than anybody else out there. He's at Yale. And his thing, he discovered it by accident, the facelift in a bottle. It wasn't the lasting, God, I can't remember what it was, but he applied it to the woman's face and had to go take a call. Came back, she looked 5 or 10 years younger. But he went far beyond that, but that was it. And there are a lot of magic bullet doctors. There's some, like Dr. Weil. He's got many things. He's a Harvard doctor. He's got his hands in everything. And he's from Dartmouth. He did his undergraduate at Dartmouth and then Emory. Whitaker, Dr. Whitaker. These all these guys, they're brilliant. And they push the CoQ10, things like that. I started praying 4 years ago for universal things that keep us young, keep us healthy, and little things popped up. I met a guy from India. He produced, by the time he was 21, Ravi had produced like 210 um, commercials in India before he moved to America. And he sold real estate and all that. Well, he got me started in Ayurvedic. I knew a little bit about it. I had a friend a long time ago that was into Ayurvedic and the Upanishads. He was just heavy into India and meditating and all that. He cured himself of schizophrenia. When I met him, I think he was 24, 27, and he had freed himself of schizophrenia with a vegan diet and whatever else he did. Back then, I didn't know. Great guy, brilliant. I wouldn't be a vegetarian. But anyway, so everybody's got these things because people got to make a living. You got to sell something. You can't sell everything. So, Dr. Mark, oh God, what's his name? He's got an encyclopedia on health. Um, well, Mark Hyman is one too. There's another Mark. But, um, their knowledge is so vast. You, if you, it's just a lot to read, and I've read a lot of it. So what I'm getting at is that we can get universal things. You start thinking about universal. What's universal? Well, scientists are always looking for water on the planet. Must be important. We're butchering our water. Bottling companies add fluoride and chlorine to water. I had Crystal Springs for a year and a half, and they just posted when I moved to Lancaster, and they put the stuff in there. And I said, my God, you can't heal like that. Fluoride's a neurotoxin. That's what they used on the Jews in Germany. So anyway, I found Life Source in York, PA, and beautiful. I healed from diabetes shortly, about 6 weeks, 8 weeks after drinking their water. I was doing other modalities, but so water's a universal. What else? Well, we need air. We need oxygen. And we need a combination of CO2 and oxygen to function El Primo. Well, a doctor of mine, he taught at Columbia. He's Royal College of Surgeons in London. Dr. Majid Ali. He's one of my favorite doctors. He can heal you with cheap stuff. You don't have to go spend a lot of money. And he's on YouTube and he's on Vimeo. So he said limbic breathing. So this is limbic breathing. It oxygenates your blood. We all need oxygen. Your heart does, your lungs, your brain needs it. You got to have it. So that was a universal. I didn't start doing that until a few months ago. I tried it a few times, but if I'm sitting at a red light or if I'm listening to a video of a doctor or something, I'll just start doing limbic breathing. And so anyway, getting back to Ravi showed me about turmeric. And I researched, I started looking it up. It controls 3,000 metabolic processes. This is as good as 13 medications, big medications, Prozac. But beyond that, there's no side effects, and it's the master thing for your mind. It's a mind builder. It's just so much. For a year and a half, I did 1 teaspoon in milk. Dr. Ali doesn't say use milk, but I like milk and I believe in milk. Milk is tremendous. It's just even the junk, with the hormones they add in the cows and all that. Our body uses the great stuff of it and, does something. We got a liver that does something with the bad stuff. Some toxins just go to fat because they can't do anything with it. So that was another one. Then he taught me about ginger. I'd never used ginger before. I use ginger religiously now. And then in Chinese medicine, ginseng. Ginseng is amazing, but I don't do ginseng today. I got a lot, in my cabinet, but I use Gynostemma tea. It's from the ginseng family. It's one of the greatest teas in its longevity, its healing. It's a master tea, and it's cheap. $18 or $19 for 100 bags on Amazon. It goes far beyond ginseng, and you don't have to pay a lot of money for it. So that was smaller universals. And moringa tea. God, then you get into superfruits like goji juice. Oh, I drink a gallon of that. I ordered it from Healing Noni, but on eBay it's cheaper that way. And I remember I drank it for about 4 or 5 days, I guess, and I was delivering papers for a CPA firm, confidential papers, and I was driving down Washington Road in Augusta, Georgia, and the signs just popped out at him. I said, "What in the world is this?" And it cleans your rods and your cones and your vision, just super cute. I did that a number of years ago, taking ALA, alpha lipoic acid. That's another biggie. And I remember we're going to church, and I was looking outside, and everything was 3D. I was taking large doses, 600 milligrams, and so all those magic bullets work. But I wanted to know, what about the master thing? So, everybody tells you the sun's no good. Dr. Jack Kruse is really my favorite doctor right now overall because he's teaching me quantum biology. Doctors are stupid. I hate to say it. I mean, they can fix you up if a Muslim runs over you, but they don't know anything about healing. You ask your doctor next time, who have you healed? I asked my doctor that when I had diabetes, and she said, I hadn't healed anybody. We do managed care here. That's what they do, managed care. And standard of care is from Satan because it says one little pill fits everybody. And we're about as individual as the stars out there. We got a lot of commonality, but, when you start putting information in your body, food, real food, you get different outcomes, You got a different brain. Your brain thinks differently. So it's very complicated. We got a lot of, like I said, commonalities. So that's when I met Dr. Jack Kruse. I'd known him for a couple of years online, and he started talking about the sun. He's a mitochondriac. That's about as one of the biggest things you can do for yourself is get sunshine every day. In the morning, the blue light from sun, he says from sun up to about 3 hours, sun up, um, that will help you sleep better at night. So you're an insomniac, get blue light in the morning. Your D3 levels get later on in the day, what's called red light, ultraviolet. And you get a lot of sun during the day. You know, if you work sun up, sun down, you get all these things. And the last few hours of sun is infrared, and it heals your skin. You know, so you get excess sun, you need to get late day sun. Uh, so here's the thing he was telling me about on one of his articles. Your mitochondria, as you get older, they got 5 bands, I think he said. And just say when you're young, they're right here, and electricity's firing back and forth or across. And as you get older, they get out here. You lose your energy, you get sluggish, lethargic. Well, being in the sun makes them small again over a period of time. You know, it's not instant. There are so many benefits to the sun. The sun's going to keep you from getting cancer. When you put on all that lotion, you're killing yourself. When you wear sunglasses, your eyes need UV, A, B, infrared, everything. I've never worn sunglasses. I just got back from my doctor 3 months ago. He said, I've had diabetes 12 years up until then. And he says, you got a beautiful macula. I'm 62. I'll be 63 in a couple of months. So anyway, the sun, and I'm still praying for other things, but we got water, we got air, oxygen. We need CO2. All this BS about greenhouse gases. Look up when your CO2 levels and oxygen are good. Pure oxygen is not good in a hospital. That's just dumb, from what I've read. Our brain works best, our body works best with a good amount of carbon dioxide. You know, plants give that off. You know, we are cutting down, all of Brazil and the Amazon rainforest. It's going on all over the world. You know, we need stuff for building. You know, we need lumber, but they just destroyed it. And a lot of CO2. Maybe they said, well, we'll destroy that. It won't make CO2. I mean, it won't make, well, it's not making oxygen. And it needs CO2. So maybe that's why the CO2 built up. Here's what a Harvard doctor said about CO2. The oceans absorb half the CO2. Now, how vast are the oceans? You know, we're killing the coral reef in Australia. That whole whatever down there is dead. And New York's sinking ships and rail cars from the subway, making new reefs. So reefs store huge amounts of CO2. So when we kill the Great Barrier Reef, well, we kill a lot of absorption of CO2. But Al Gore, I pity the fool. He don't know anything about science. And the scientists he's quoting, they're not real scientists because there are so many other scientists out there that will tell you the exact same thing I'm telling you. I'm a researcher. Been doing this. I started with popular science when I was a toddler. And so anyway, there are grand healing. Even starlight and moonlight is healing. But I'm still looking for the big things because I'm tired of taking, 20 pills, different stuff. I probably took 40 pills some days. There's simpler ways, grander ways to heal and, get a lot done. Sun is one of the greatest things. I can't even remember half of what Jack Kruse says. But, and then Dr. Ali about oxygen. With oxygen, you can do all kinds of things. And then water. A lot of doctors talk about water. Why doesn't the American Medical Association even enter their mind? Without water, we die. Without water, good water, clean water, we don't live big. So if you're not hydrated, you're going to be wrinkled up with 90 years old. So that's one thing. And coconut oil. This is many years ago. I don't even remember his name. I watched a 3-hour video on coconut oil. This guy was PhD and he heard about it. He went to the Pacific and he wound up staying there, I think, 15 years. He's got a 3-hour video on the benefits of coconut oil. Yes, it's got saturated fat, but that's not a pig fat. That is a plant saturated fat. It's a medium chain fatty acid. Has no bearing at all to a saturated fat from an animal. That's just stupid. Whoever doctors say that, they're idiots. And there's a lot of idiots out there. Doctors are trained by pharmaceutical companies who want to give you a pill. And then when you take one pill, you become a giraffe. Dr. John Bergman's got a story about a giraffe. Give you one pill, it comes back. He says, well, you need another pill. Okay. And then something else develops. He gets depressed because first pill were making him depressed for reasons. And so gives him, Prozac. Well, that's what doctors do. I was on 10 drugs, 8 at one time, I think. And I'm down to 2, and soon I'll be probably just on 1. And, I'll be off metformin again because I'm back to a drug that I was on when I got off diabetes in November. I had 70s to 97s in between. Look for the universal healers. Air, water, and sun is one. I'm still looking. I'm sure. And the ground, barefoot, or leather shoes tied to the earth. The earth I've been doing this for years now. The earth gives off its negative ions for your positive ions, which are free radicals. It's the biggest antioxidant, and it's the elephant in the room. Nobody knows about this. We're wearing clockers and, plastic shoes. Get off plastic shoes. Get back to leather. Grounding just a couple of times a week, 40 minutes, reduces heart attack and stroke by 40%. That's the science. And we're told that iodine, too much, over 400 micrograms. You know what Japanese get? They get in their diet every day 3 to 4 milligrams. Some get more. When I first started, Dr. David Brownstein, 30 milligrams a day for a month and taper back. Well, I did that off and on for a couple of years. My IQ raised. I just knew it. And apple cider vinegar, incorporate it into your life. Fresh lemon juice every day. The amazing effect. These are universals I've been shown, and they are food, but they have so many benefits. I'll be back more, later. In sound. Dr. Len Horowitz from Harvard. Some people call him a quack. I don't call him a quack. He's a brilliant man, and everything he says is true. And Dr. Royal Rife in the 30s, he was the leader of this, but it even went back to the Renaissance period with the Catholic Church. They killed musicians, not literally, but they were writing music that was healing. People were getting healed in the services back then. What was it, 600 AD, whatever it was. I was studying. And St. John the Divine, you can't find a copy of it. Church destroyed it. It was the most healing music, they said, that had ever been written. And but sound today is a miraculous healer. It goes back to Einstein. E equals mc squared. Light is frequency. Your eyes need frequencies. It's got every frequency there you need to heal the different things in your body. Sound is frequency to heal anything you got. If you want to boost your testosterone, eat a couple of eggs, listen to, I think, 1141 hertz. There's one that's got 1142. Binaural headphones. I guarantee you, you don't need to eat chocolate and take ashwagandha and all that. Try it a few times. There's a lot more. I got a book. It's on Amazon.com. It's got a lot of this, but I'm going to update it at some point. It's called A Simple Path to Abundant Health. Now, for you, those of y'all that not having got abundant life, I got another one. It's called ED, Ed, Your Best Friend, Losing. Both short books, but I tried to compact them as tight as possible because nobody's going to read a 100-page book, and I got one that's 300 pages. Ain't nobody going to read that. But I make 40-page books out of it. So anyway, I hope you have a good day, and I wish you the best of health. Take care.